just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Making side adjustments here. Fights off a defender.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They feed him again. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
In the red area, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And it's up and no good. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Final play of the quarter coming. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Dumps it off in the flats. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the...
Snags it, and he's open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Got his man. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Intercepted deep in his own end.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Looking for room, it's Jackson. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. He wants to change this route. Trying to get them outflanked on the jet sweep. Defense sniffed that one out immediately, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside, it's Jackson. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Maybe some room here. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
He's going for the goal line, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Flips it out in the flat. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch at the 20. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. The Vols will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start.
Got a little grass. All the way. Touchdown, UCLA. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up to go for 2.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the 2-point try. They'll try to slam it in. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2.
14, UCLA, 6. Number 0, set to the
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move, it's Jackson. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Sends it back in motion, throws it back, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Keep it on the ground. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Vols send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Cobb. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll move the wide receiver. Inside the 25. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Running inside, it's Cobb. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Third and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bruins. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. They're going to run it. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. The receiver on the jet sweep. Turning it on. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And that extra point might be the thing that brings it home. They're up by 9 late in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Under fire. Gets it to the back. He breaks a tackle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fighting off the defender. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Back to pass on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. Shoots his way from home. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes you grab and room to run. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And the Bruins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. To the air, it's Maeva. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today, and it's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On fourth down, going to the air. On target over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. On the run, fires downfield. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse